Girls love Beyonce. Girls love to fuck with your conscience. Girls hate when niggas go.
What's poppin'? It's your girl Custom Zai back with another video. You might notice that my background is a little plain because this fell, and also that is like an original work that I actually have in an art show that I have coming up, and the original is for sale, so I need to like put it up anyways. So yeah, but I'm gonna be working on like a better background for when I do sit down videos, so stay tuned for that. But today we are about to be doing reacting to my old sketches. Well, I have hella sketchbooks, so if y'all like this, I can do more like parts to it or whatever. I have a lot right here. Some of these I did for school, and then some of these I just did like just because. So I'm about to react to them, give you my opinion on them, and yeah. So let's get into it. So the first sketchbook I have is this one. It's funny because I actually remember my grandma giving me this sketchbook before I started school. I believe this was my sophomore year of college, I think because it was during the pandemic, and that happened my sophomore year of college. So yeah, so when I first open it up, the first page that I see is, I can't remember what class this was for, but it was sketches for an album, like if we were to make an album cover. Yeah, so I said R&B female solo artist debut album. Artist going for a dark emotional theme with a hint of empowerment. Potential names are Pick Up and Go and Next Lifetime. So these was my sketches for an album cover. Something that comes to mind when I think about this is, number one, the pandemic. Ew. Like remote learning. Ew. Yeah. So a little depressed. Also, I hate thumbnailing. So like this was probably annoying to me, but when you like think about it, thumbnailing helps you get to like a better like conclusion, because you see how many different versions I have of like one idea. So it's always interesting just to see like how your ideas can develop if you let them. So that's the important part about thumbnailing that, you know, I had to consider. So I'm gonna just flip again randomly in this same one, and I guess this is the one I went with for like the potential album cover. If I were to say, if I were to call it Next Lifetime. So that's interesting. Also, this was something that I was trying to do for a tattoo design. So here's one of my tattoos. I'm a little ashy, but hold on, let me move this. I really hope that wasn't in the camera this whole time. Yeah, so this is one of my tattoos, and originally I wanted God to also say my at the same time. So like my piece is always with me, God's piece is always with me. So I was trying to combine like God and my, and you could kind of see where I did it in this sketch. But my tattoo artist wasn't fucking with it, I guess. But yeah. But then it just ended up being this. That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so let's move to some different drawings. So this is actually from a sketchbook, but I can't find a sketchbook. But I do remember I had like a multimedia sketchbook for my portrait class. I'm sure that's where this is from. or it's from my multimedia class from sophomore year. But yeah, this is what I made. This is actually of another student. I don't even know if that person still goes there. I think they might have graduated. But yeah, this is of another student. We had all sent in like pictures of ourselves and we had to draw each other. And I can't remember how the one of myself turned out. Like I kind of can, but I can't at the same time. But I should have took a picture of it. But anyways, yeah, so I did this with black color pencil and then an oil wash over it. And this was the first time I did that before. After that, I just fell in love with it. And that's actually how I ended up making this piece. Black color pencil with an oil wash over it, and then white color pencil for the highlights. So yeah. Alright, so let's move on. I keep looking at this one. It's tore up, but there is a story behind this. So this was for my, you know what? I really cannot remember. But I did a turnaround of an original character. First of all, this turnaround is terrible. Like, you could see the inconsistencies in the, like, figure or whatever. But it got the point across. But, the reason I said it had a story behind it is because my ex was like, oh, like, that's really cool or whatever. We should make our own like comic or whatever, like over the summer. At the time that we was talking about it, it was like during the school year. So he was saying like during the summer we should make our own comic. You gonna draw it, I'm gonna write it, then boom. But that never happened. A lot actually happened. I probably won't ever tell that story on this channel. When I get 1,000 subscribers, I might tell that story on this channel. Probably not. What's this? That's so ironic. Anyways, this is a sketch. I don't know. That's it. So yeah, I can't remember what I was making this for, but it was a potential idea for something. But I think I might have was about to do the same thing, like with the oil wash over it. Because this is black color pencil. So yeah, that's interesting. I like that. I actually like this a lot. I could see myself building on that idea more. These are from my actually both of these are from, I believe it was my portrait class that I took. One of the first exercises we had to do was like draw hella of certain body parts. So y'all just seen the eyes and the ears. I know we did a nose and a mouth. If you ever wanted to know about like, you know, drawing basics, like what you do when you first get into art school, it's very much stuff like this, like simple stuff like this, like character designs, turnarounds, like drawing specific parts of the body, like just trying all that types of different medias. Like it's really just the introduction, for real. Like it's the true meaning of an introduction. If you ever wanted to know, here's something that I did. This was also from my it was like I forget what it was called. Basically, it was a class where we explored all different types of media. So this was my first time. Actually, what is this? It might be oil. It's shining like it's oil. I don't know, but this was for that class. And the assignment was to like, I don't know how to word it, but it was basically like draw something like with a double meaning behind it type shit. So I thought about Fruit Loops. You get it? Because the toucan from Fruit Loops and then the fruit right here. I'm weak. So yeah. Oh, here go the ears that I was talking about. And then we had to draw like one big one on the back. Here goes the skull that I did. This class really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Every perspective class I took, hated it. I felt like I didn't really need it per se. I know that's ignorant to say, and I know I've said that on this channel before, like to try to like not like learn something, especially when you're in school to learn, to feel like you don't need something is kind of, it's only damaging to yourself or whatever. But I truly felt that way about perspective classes, because I just, you know, they're so, what's the word, meticulous? I don't know, they feel superfluous. But here is the type of stuff that we did. I don't even know what these objects are, but it's in perspective for sure. Like, you see the dots and the lines and all that type of stuff, basically setting up a grid around it. That's to make sure that everything is in perspective. Well, let me show you another one. Also, I apparently must have also used this sketchbook for like my figure drawing class, because here goes some like quick sketches. I think we had did we have a live model? I know we had a live model for the class. It's on the Jimmy John's application. Ooh. Okay, F the perspective drawings. I just found something cool. Boom. I remember doing this. I was just bored in my, I think it was my art history class or something. And I just drew a hand with a solid background. That's cute or whatever. This was a sketch for something scary. Probably something we did for Halloween. Some type of sketching exercise. But yeah, that's a little creepy. But look at this hand though. You see that? That's nice. Oh, okay. I forgot about this drawing. Boom! Look at this. This is nice. Yeah, I can remember doing this. This was for it was like one of my first illustration classes my freshman year, and we had to do like a portrait of a famous person or whatever, but we had to add a spin to it, like, I don't know, just make it our own basically. So I did one of Tyler, but I didn't end up using this as like my assignment or whatever, but I did this. It's cute. I actually want to hang this up, so y'all probably gonna see this in the background on my next video. Oh, these is probably the best thumbnail sketches I ever did in my life. And I remember what project this was too. We had to do like a movie scene, and I was trying to choose between the Grinch and Polar Express and the Cat in the Hat. I don't know why it was them choices, because I don't even mess with Polar Express like that. But I love the Grinch and kind of have. But I ended up doing the Grinch, and yeah. These thumbnails is nice, detailed. Like, you could see what's going on. Wow. See? I'm telling you. These are sketches from when I did my Pulp Fiction poster. A little guy right here. I'm gonna do one more So these are the drawings I was talking about that had to be in perspective so you can see like their actual cars, and they look nice. Like the drawings, like don't get me wrong, when you do it right, drawing in perspective, when you do it right in like this or whatever, the drawing ends up looking really good, way better than it would have if you would have just like guessed or whatever. Anyways, it's fundamentals, it's all a part of the technique. These is my reactions to my old sketches slash drawings or whatever. Hopefully y'all messed with this video. It's something slight, something simple. I'm just trying, keep with the consistency and get to show y'all more and more stuff, more and more of me as an artist. And yeah, so with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one.